What up, guys? It's BP. And so the girlfriend and I went to go see Dragon Ball Super Hero, the latest Dragon Ball movie. As I've mentioned in previous videos, I live in Japan, so of course I'm able to see this movie. It was fun. I'm not really here to talk about the movie so much as I am to talk about this controversial topic, and that is the fact that the Japanese voice of Goku, and by extension Gohan and Goten, is the best voice. All right? I'm gonna say it right now. Fuck Goku's English voice actor. All right, so really not like fuck him. Like I'm not. He's not like what's his name? Sean Schemmel. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Sean Schemmel. I think that's how it's pronounced. And nah, to be honest, like over the years, the many years that this man has been doing Goku, he's gotten better, right? He has. Like I'll admit that right off the bat, he's gotten better, and more so and that's also more so because the script is closer to the original Japanese nowadays than it was back in the day, where they kept trying to make Goku into something he wasn't with the English dub, like some sort of this hero kind of like American hero style type character and the things that he would say. And now they stick closer to the Japanese, and more of his personality, of Goku's actually personality, comes out. So, kudos to him in that regard. He has gotten better as Goku. Now, as a human being, that's a different topic, but as Goku, he has gotten better. But Masako Nozawa, she is the queen of Goku voices. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Oh, he sounds like a girl, and like, let me break it down to you for why she is the Goku. All right. But first, I want to contextualize my experience with Dragon Ball with you guys first. Give you a little background on with me in Dragon Ball. So I was first introduced in Dragon Ball in 1996. I was 11 years old, and my brothers and I were taking karate at the time. And one day, one of the instructors, who was much older than us, or at least he seemed much older at that time, he came into the dojo wearing a Dragon Ball t-shirt. It was a Cell Saga t-shirt. Now, keep in mind, in 1996, anime and manga in America was still more of a subculture thing. I remember getting I think it was called Anime Nation or something. These were the type of companies where you would have to request the printed catalogs to see their collections. It was mostly VHS tapes with DVDs slowly starting to come into play at that time. So this was back when Dragon Ball came on at 5 o'clock in the morning, and it was the original Dragon Ball. It was just network television at 5 o'clock in the morning. And the reason I found that out is because this instructor, he told me about it. Because I remember, does anyone remember Electronic Gaming Monthly, the video game magazine? Well, back then they used to have this section in the back called like this kind of From Japan section, and they had the Super Famicom section. And in that section there was a article on Dragon Ball, one of the new Super Nintendo Dragon Ball games, Super Famicom games. I didn't know what it was at the time. I had no freaking idea. And so I just saw it was Goku in a Super Saiyan form, and and that's all I knew. So when I saw his t-shirt, I said, "Oh, I saw that in the electronic in EGM." And then he explained the story to me, and of course my 11-year-old brain was just like, "That sounds like the most awesome thing ever, and I want to see it." And so he told me, "Yeah, it comes on at 5 o'clock in the morning, but it's the original series when he's a little kid." So I remember my brothers and I were sharing a room at the time. This is living in New York City, and I remember I somehow managed to wake up that early. I think I might have just drank a whole bunch of water right before going to bed, so I knew I'd have to wake up in the middle of the night to go pee. Don't know how I timed that, but I ended up timing it correctly. I watched it. Then my brother, because I was in junior high school, my older brother was in high school at the time, and he had a friend that had Dragon Ball fan subs of the Dragon Ball movies. Now this was, like I said, 1996, so these were VHS bootleg fan subs, where basically people who could understand Japanese would make the subtitles, and there was a place not too far from our school, a little bit of a walk, where we could go and buy fan subs for $10 a pop, $10 a tape. I mean, you know how hard it was to make fucking fan subs back then? I mean, this was back when you had to put two VCRs together so one could record off the other one. This is before they eventually brought out the double-decker VCRs that people can buy at the store. I mean, this shit was not easy. And that's how I was introduced to Dragon Ball. So I was introduced to Dragon Ball really in Japanese. And I remember I bought my first Dragon Ball movie, which I think is still at my parents' house, my collection of fan subs, VHS fan subs, was movie 10. It was the second Broly movie. And I had no idea what was going on, in the sense of I knew who Goku was, I knew who Piccolo was, and I think I knew who like Vegeta and stuff were, but this was Gohan was an adult, right? I knew Goku had a kid. I didn't know he had a second kid. I didn't know about future Trunks, so I was like, who is this little kid Trunks? And why does this little Goku that's not Goku? And then who is this older guy? Why he's calling him Gohan? What's going on, right? So that's my little rundown of my experience with Dragon Ball. So yeah, I am without a doubt going to be more partial to the Japanese voice because that was the original voice. But most of the Dragon Ball that I saw as far as the series went came from when it finally went on to Toonami and had new episodes, and that's how I basically consumed the rest of the series. I mean, outside of, back then in 1996, going on the internet and looking at Dragon Ball websites and learning about the story and all that kind of stuff and seeing little clips on the internet, but most of it was through the US dub, and then occasionally getting some future episodes and stuff in Japanese, like fan sub stuff. So yeah, I am not unfamiliar with the American dub, the English dub, the main English dub, right? But I think objectively speaking, like Masako Nozawa is the best Goku, just like the music from the Japanese version is the best version of the music. Now, this is not to say I don't like Bruce Faulconer's music. The Ginyu Squad theme, one of my favorite themes. Of course, Vegeta's Super Saiyan theme, one of my favorite themes. The theme when Goku turns Super Saiyan 3 for the first time, I like those themes. So I do like his music. I just think the Japanese is better. What it comes down to as to why she is the best Goku and why she's better than Goku is really for any sort of dub in a native language, is that is the voice that was intended to present Goku in his truest form. That was the voice that was chosen to be like, her voice accurately portrays what is in the manga, right? It's just like Japanese Bugs Bunny.
Yo, 何やってんのさ?
Is not gonna hit like classic Mel Blanc Bugs Bunny.
What's up, Doc?
Back to Dragon Ball. And I guess, because living in Japan and stuff and speaking Japanese, you gain more of an appreciation for her and the way she portrays Goku, the more you understand of the language and her ability to take Goku, Gohan, and Goten and have them all sound different. What you have to remember, one of the things that just never really, the English dub never really gets with Goku, it just doesn't really hit as hard as that. One, Goku is a country bumpkin, right? He grew up in the country mostly by himself after Grandpa Gohan died, and he talks like he's from the country. Like, his Japanese is that way, and the way he uses and the way he speaks is rough and just it's rough and not refined, and he talks like an uneducated person from the country, right?
ここがドラゴンボールランの会場か。なんだかお祭りみてえでワクワクすんな。よし、一丁一番目指して走ってみっか。え、もうレース終わっちまったんか。
Which you just don't really get in the English dub. It just doesn't come through. But it comes through perfectly in Japanese. Also, you factor the fact that he's dumb, right? And he's dumb and innocent. And also, it just showed that when he went, I guess it made more sense. You would think, oh, when he was a kid, okay, he had that kind of girly voice, but what about when he was an adult? Well, it's because he still maintained that way of thinking and the way he is as an adult, right? He's still that sort of dumb, innocent person. When you look at the way she would do like Gohan, because I just saw this movie, right? Gohan, similar voice, obviously, but because Gohan is educated, because Gohan is also just a nice boy, he's just a nice person, the way he's like, his Japanese is completely different from his dad's.
わがまま言っちゃダメだよ、ゴテ。きっとまたみんなと走れるチャンスがあるからさ。
And then Goten speaks similarly to the way Gohan does, except Goten is just sort of like the nice little boy, right? That's the way he grew up. He grew up in a real peaceful time, and he just speaks like a nice, polite little Japanese boy.
もうレース終わっちゃったの？楽しみにしてたのに。僕もみんなと一緒に走りたいぞ。
I will say, during Dragon Ball Super, she wasn't at her best. But I think that has more to do with the fact that Super was crap, like budget-wise and everything like that. And the fact that the woman is 85 years old. Like, she's been consistently Goku for over 30 years, right? She's 85 years old. So if she's starting to fall off a bit, you know what? I'm okay with that, right? Like, she's 85. But as I was saying, the way she does Goku, Gohan, and Goten is all different. And then when Goku, or Gohan for that matter, is serious, when, Gohan was Super Saiyan 2, or when he unlocked his power, when Goku hit Super Saiyan for the first time, or in Super Saiyan 3, like when they're serious and just like ready to go, like the way she does their voice is just cold. Like their voice go from that bright, innocent, sort of happy sort of way of speaking to just cold. Like she could be real cold and it just sounds so cool.
これがスーパーサイヤ人3だ。時間がかかってすまなかったな。まだこの変化に慣れてねえんだ。どうした来ないのか。ならこっちから行くぞ。
ごはん、おめえの真の力を見せてみろ。お父さん。甘ったれてんじゃねえぞ。地球はおめえが守るんだ。ブロリーに地球がめちゃくちゃにされちまってもいいのか。オラがいねえと守れねえか。
And also, you can see more of this when she voices Bardock, or when she voices Goku Black, that sort of cold, cool, collected voice.
なんと悲しい光景か。だが私には見える。人間という害虫から解放され美しく輝くこの大地の未来が理想郷の完成まであとわずか。人間どもよ、裁きの時を待つがよい。
And if you ever see her in other things, like that are not Dragon Ball related, she can sound more like a woman, like a straight up regular, like older lady. Oh, by the way, I feel like I would be remiss if I didn't mention that I think that the best English voice of Goku is actually MasakoX from Team 4 Star. I think he did such a great job of portraying that country bumpkin idiot nature of Goku, innocent idiot nature of Goku so well. Like, I just thought he did a great job at that. But I just wanted to point that out. I think he is actually the best Goku voice. But yeah, that's basically it, man. I'm sorry. I think she's objectively the best Goku because it is the Goku that Japan wanted. It is the Goku that they went and said, you know what? This voice is the voice we need to portray this character in a manga, this character's voice. Just like any other character that's created regardless of the country. Bugs Bunny sounds best in his English voice. And that's just the way I kind of see it. But anyway, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next rant. Later.
Great! Plan B! This is for everyone you've killed! Egg-led murderer!
Hold your fire! This man isn't black!
What?
No.